Hello, hello, hello. This is Johnny A. And this week in studio sessions, we got the fine folks from Media Boss coming up onto location today. We're in my lair, as they say. It's going to be some fan mail stuff. We got some budget questions, and like we said, we want to try to keep up with this stuff. And since I haven't been touring, as a way to kind of keep engaged with you guys. Do you own any obscure instruments? And I do. Unfortunately, I can't show you a lot of them because they're in storage, but I have a couple here. This one is a late 50s, early 60s Gibson lap steel. Kind of interesting, original color. It's Carina wood, which I don't know if they made a lot of these lap steels in Carina, but it's got one P90 pickup, and it's all the factory salmon pink color, which is kind of odd. When I first got it, which was back in, I think, I want to say 72, I didn't even think it was real because the way the Gibson logo was written, I had never seen it like that before. Pretty cool. I've used it on both my studio albums. It's that kind of strange sound you hear in the background in the second verse of Sometime Tuesday Morning. It's a lap steel with a EBow. I use it in a volume pedal. That's how I got that sound. I have this. It's a Syrian instrument called a doumbek. My dad used to bartend in Boston at a club called the Club Cayenne down in Tremont Street. That was a long time ago. That was in the 50s, early 60s. And there was this great doumbek player by the name of Ronnie Kirby. And Ronnie gave me this when I was a kid. I think I must have been about 8 years old. It has the original calfskin head on it. And, you know, my dad, he made in Syria. My dad thought that I used to go to the Club Cayenne I would want to go because I'd want to watch Ronnie play the drums, but it was really the belly dances that really intrigued me. They're the ones that really had the rhythm. Do you collect or own anything other than guitars and amps? Is there anything else, Dennis? Oh, no. I actually do. I like to collect Zippo lighters. And I have a bunch of lighters, and some of these are from the 50s. Some of them aren't Zippo, though. Like, these were actually my dad's. He used to smoke Tareyton cigarettes. This was from, I don't know, probably 1957 or 8, this lighter. I think my dad got this when they opened the Playboy Club in Boston. It used to be down in Copley Square. You know, I was into Vargas, you know, that did all the kind of the cover girl art stuff for Playboy magazine. They had a whole series of Vargas lighters, which was kind of cool. My daughter just gave me this JA1, and it's really blackjack, but I say they really made it for my initials. But so yeah, I collect cigarette lighters and cool knives and things like that. I heard that Johnny does direct recording. Does that mean the signal from his pickups goes straight into the preamp on the recording machine with no other amp, speakers, mics, etc.? That's exactly what that means. When I record, I try to get the purest path I can possibly get. I've been not miking speakers now for, geez, was back when I was playing with Peter Wolf, so like around somewhere around 93, I started to go direct. I plug my guitar in, the cable goes into my amplifier, which is a Marshall 30th anniversary, so it goes into a Marshall amplifier first, but I do not use the speakers with the Marshall. I come out of the back, there's an XLR output, compensated line output, and then that will go into my mic pre of choice, depending on what it is. And then it will just go to the recording, well, for the first record it was all analog, so it went directly into the back of a Studer tape machine, first 2 records actually, and now it's all digital, so but will go right into the recording interface. So yes, guitar into amplifier, out of amplifier into mic pre, out of mic pre into whatever the recording interface is. Is there a DAW program you prefer using, and if so, why? For this new record, I've been producing at least pre-producing the record in Logic 9, Studio 9. I also have Pro Tools 9. I think the reason I'm enjoying Logic right now as a production tool is it just seems to be a little bit more intuitive and more artist, musician friendly for composing and trying things out. There's a lot of loops that they have in their library. It's just easy to kind of drag and drop in. Probably the preferred method for this record will be we'll record the record and produce it and comp it in Logic, and then transfer all the files into Pro Tools and get into the editing power and mixing capabilities of Pro Tools. So there you have it, folks. We'll be back next week. We're going to do a couple weeks of fan mail because we've got a bunch of letters. And again, this is Johnny A. You can hit us up on Facebook at johnnyaa.official on Facebook and ask questions, and we'll get to them as soon as we can. So until next week, we'll see you.